I'll start with you, Congresswoman. Did you take issue to anything I said, or do you think those are tough words that people need to hear?
I mean, I think it's depending. There's some people that fit what you're saying, but also we tend to, I told you I felt like it was a little harsh because we tend to talk about black-on-black crime, but if you look at the percentages, there's white-on-white crime. If you look at the mass murders, those are mostly white males that have killed in a massive way.
But young African-American men commit more crime than any other age group, any other ethnicity combined. So why is that even an issue? Why are you concerned about white-on-white crime when the problem appears to be in the African-American community among young black men, Congresswoman?
Well, I'm concerned about all crime, not just one crime or another crime. I'm concerned about all crime, and I think there's been a lot of conversation. We had our summit yesterday about justice isn't really blind and how young black men are treated as compared to other races also.
Michael Skolnik,
and the opportunities that they have.
Michael Skolnik, I talked in that segment about the so-called thug culture that the hip-hop and rap community promotes, and you are a proponent for hip-hop and rap. You don't believe that we should stop saying the N-word?
Don, I think your comments sound like a conservative preacher on a Sunday, and certainly Bill O'Reilly should welcome you on his show. I'm disappointed in you, Don.
But go ahead, I'll let you finish.
Here's the thing, Don. Here's the thing. You're talking about sagging pants. I've heard this rap for years. Let's stop talking about sagging pants, and let's talk about why we incarcerate 2.2 million people in this country and why young kids look up to guys who come out of jail. We waged a war against black and brown people 40 years ago, the war on drugs, and it failed miserably. And now we're reaping the repercussions of that.
Michael, not every black kid is in jail. And there are rules, and people should know where that style comes from, whether it's a black kid or white kid, whether it's Justin Bieber or any. That is glorifying prison culture. Who wants to see someone's butt crack?
No, the community has been destroyed. Black men went to jail as diseased drug addicts. They came out as criminals because we taught them criminal behavior in prison. We destroyed the black community.
Then why do you have to glorify that through rap and hip-hop culture?
It's not glorifying. It's a reflection of our society. Our society incarcerates 2.2 million people, more than anyone else in the world. It's a reflection. It's a mirror. Don't break the mirror. Look at yourself.
Well, that's Larry Elder, help me out here. Isn't that what I'm trying to do here by telling people, hey, listen, I love you, but these are things that you need to work on. I'm just being honest here. Do I like having to say these things? But it's the truth. The facts don't lie.
Don, your list of 5 doesn't go nearly far enough. Bill O'Reilly doesn't go nearly far enough. People like Walter Williams and Tom Sowell for 50 years have been telling you this is about bad public policy and bad fiscal policy. Between 1890 and 1940, if you look at the census record, a black kid was slightly more likely to be born in a nuclear intact family than a white kid. What happened? Lyndon Johnson launched the war on poverty in 1965 with the best of intentions, and the number of children born outside of wedlock went from 25% to 75%. Back in 1995, the LA Times did a poll and asked poor people and non-poor people the following question. Do you believe that young poor women sometimes or often get on welfare to have additional children? The majority of non-poor people, Don, said no. However, 64% of poor people said yes. We have been giving people incentives to marry the government and allow men to abandon their financial and moral responsibility. And as far as bad fiscal policy is concerned, under Ronald Reagan, the dastardly Ronald Reagan, who lowered the top marginal rate from 70% to 28%, the percentage of unemployed blacks fell faster than the percentage of unemployed whites. Black teenage unemployment fell faster than white teenage unemployment. My dad, Don, was a janitor. He worked 2 full-time jobs as a janitor when I was a kid.
But Larry,
he never read Adam Smith, but he also said, I never got a job from a poor person.
But Larry, you're gonna have a hard time convincing people that Ronald Reagan is a Skyne or whatever to help African American people. I mean, that is a tough sell in itself. And I see Michael Skolnik in the middle fuming there. He wants to get in. Michael, you and the Congresswoman will be able to respond right after this.